Well, we do experience still some airstrikes taking place here in the capital of Beirut, not as extensive as the previous days, but what we've seen lately is heavy airstrikes in the southern part of Lebanon. We've seen a lot of military air force from Israel targeting over 150 positions that they believe are Hezbollah targets with drones and airstrikes, and this continuation of the ground operation, which they have called limited and localized. But what is quite interesting is that in the past few hours overnight and on Tuesday, there have been announcements of more places to evacuate. And it's interesting to point out which areas are those. The IDF have mentioned that places all the way up to the Avali River, which is northern than the city of Tyre, close to the city of Saida, which is literally 40 minutes a drive from the capital of Beirut. They said that all those areas up until there need to be evacuated, and any coastal area also needs to be evacuated. They haven't given out the reason why it needs to be evacuated, but if we take into consideration what has happened in the past, those areas are more likely to be targeted. And that shows that this limited localized operation by the IDF is going to expand. Now, there has been also a barrage of rockets by Hezbollah overnight, but also on Tuesday towards parts of northern Israel and all the way into Haifa. It's the first time that we have seen Hezbollah targeting Haifa during this conflict between Israel. The situation still remains fluid. There are some strikes. There is this expansion, let's say, of conflict between the two sides and all that. As the IDF, the Israelis have come out to say that the next successor of Hezbollah, which was Hashem Safieddine, is dead. There hasn't been any confirmation by Hezbollah, but that's what the Israeli side said. And if that is true, then we might be seeing a different approach when it comes to either the military operations, but also any talks about ceasefire.